What's up everyone and welcome back to the MMA Zone. Today, let's get started with Arman Tsarukyan says he is a better striker than Ilia Topuria. After Arman Tsarukyan weighed in as the backup fighter at UFC 317, Dana White made it sound like the streaking contender still has a ways to go before regaining the promotion's trust. And before we continue, make sure to leave a like on the video to help support the channel. In the meantime, with no clear-cut #1 contender, Tsarukyan has started taking tons of shots at El Matador online. During a recent episode of the Jackson podcast, Tsarukyan went as far as to say that he's a better all-around striker than Ilia.
You gotta give me this fight because I'm the next and the next UFC champion. It's my belt.
Do you think Ilia is as special as everybody says he is?
He has just one special thing. It's a boxing. That's all. It's not boxing. It's MMA. Even the striking, I'm better than him for sure because my kicks, my elbows, my knees work all those. And he does just good boxing. And they can wrestle as well. So I just can't wait, to show everybody like what's my level, because I've been proving myself every day and working hard.
While Tsarukyan, Justin Gaethje, and Paddy Pimblett are all looking to secure a title fight, Topuria has been enjoying himself. In a recent post on social media, Topuria showed photos and videos from a family vacation, writing, "Enjoying with my people. If Tsarukyan does get the next crack at the belt, his plan is to beat Ilia Topuria, and then wait for Islam Makhachev to move back down. As he explained on the Jackson podcast, I want to defend as much as possible. I want to be the greatest fighter in the world because I know how I work, how I dedicate for this sport. I love it so much and I give myself to the sport, and it's got to pay off. I'll be waiting for Islam at 155. Of course, if Makhachev winds up beating Jack Della Maddalena, he may never return to 155. Khamzat Chimaev not bothered by DDP's trash talk. As we've seen throughout his reign, Dricus du Plessis pulls out all the stops during press conferences, verbally attacking his opponents with ruthless one-liners. Ahead of Khamzat Chimaev's upcoming fight with the champion on the UFC 319 card this weekend, Boers made it clear that he's not going to be fazed by anything the champion says. While speaking with members of the press on Wednesday, Chimaev, who was seen unloading on the heavy bag this week, explained that his focus is on beating the champ and going back home, not on fight week trash talk.
All the fighters talk, but nothing is gonna change here. Everyone has to fight in the cage anyway, so whatever he says, I don't care about. So I'm come here and to beat him up and take my money and go home.
Although Chimaev is known as a fast starter, DDP plans to meet him head-on come Saturday night. He didn't change his game plan with Robert Whittaker because it was a 5-rounder, so that gives me the sense that he's not going to think about the 5 rounds. He should be. 5 rounds is a long time. Let's go full speed and see who quits. With Fight Week now underway, we've been treated to some epic content so far, like Chimaev picking up DC. Chimaev then went on to react to the clip shortly after.
We were just joking, He's a great wrestler, great fighter, so always when I meet him, he's a good guy, great man, so.
The two then joked about the moment during their Fight Week sit-down for DC's YouTube video.
I'm not a child. Yeah. My legs spin.
It looks cute, brother.
Hey!
Whether DC tries to get his revenge before fight night, only time will tell. Later during his media day interview, DDP was asked about if he'll bring up anything personal during today's press conference. This is what he had to say.
I don't know. We'll see. I can't practice these things, guys. People always they're pretty certain that I practice these things. I can't. I mean, that is as we would say, fire banter around the fire. And if it's in the moment, it's funny. If it's predetermined, it's kind of cringy to me. So I have to do it in the moment. That's the only way I would know if there's something. I would say it the way I hear it. And up until this point, it looks like that won't be necessary. I think it might be just about the fight, which is also great. I mean, the fight's hype is already there. It's big enough. There's no need for fake beef. There's no need to try but if that's the route he wants to go, let's do it.
Khamzat revealed that the UFC promised him a title shot after the Gilbert Burns fight during his sit-down with DC.
Did you know after the Robert Whittaker fight that title fight was next?
It should be. They said like 3 years ago I'm gonna fight for the title, so it makes a long time.
When was the first time you heard that you would get a championship fight?
After Gilbert Burns.
After Gilbert Burns, they told you were gonna fight for the belt?
Yeah.
So what happened?
I don't know.
Did you ask?
I never asked. I said just give me the fight for the money.
Islam Makhachev body transformation for welterweight. As Islam Makhachev looks to make the transition to welterweight, the former pound-for-pound king was seen in new footage looking absolutely massive. The transformation caught the attention of fans, with one fan writing, "He looks way healthier at welterweight." Another added, "He's exceptionally God-gifted, the ability to bulk up and still possessing the elite-level skills, and obviously the renowned athletic Dagestani genetics. It's over for the welterweight division." As one fan predicted, "It seems like he'll be bigger than Jack at fight night." One joked, "Brother, check his diet plan." Another simply wrote, "JDM is." One skeptical fan replied, "On the secret juice." Although there's been no official announcement yet, the expectation is that Makhachev and JDM will fight at Madison Square Garden in November. Conor McGregor releases sparring footage. After recording his first test on the UFC's anti-doping site, Conor McGregor gave fans a glimpse of a recent sparring session. The footage was quick to circulate around the MMA world, with Ali Abdelaziz replying, "Easy to look good sparring with the Uber driver." Some fans agreed. "Dude's beating up his DoorDash driver for getting his wings." Another fan wrote, "Left hook is wide open to knock Conor's out." One fan wasn't impressed. "Hopefully he stays consistent because right now he's looking slow." Plenty of other fans think it's time for McGregor to ride off into the sunset. Slow, washed up, feels just bad. "I think he may have to hang up the gloves." One astute fan pointed out, "He looks really off balanced in all his sparring footage post leg break. He lands very wobbly. Leg didn't grow as perfect as he claims." While McGregor has his sights set on a return, Michael Chandler doesn't sound very confident that a fight between him and McGregor will happen at the White House. Michael Page reacts to Joe Rogan comments. During a recent episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, the longtime UFC commentator called Michael Venom Page the toughest puzzle to solve in the UFC. Then you've got Michael Venom Page, who's like the biggest puzzle in the entire sport. That guy, good luck training for that guy, just good luck. Super tall welterweight who moves like nobody, who is a world point fighting champion. That is a totally different thing, that point fighting thing. Michael Venom Page at one point was one of the best karate point fighters. He's super creative and he also knows how to wrestle now. Knows jiu-jitsu now, so now he's a mixed martial arts fighter. But he's got this one skill set that's crazy unique. I've always said that that's the thing that's missing in MMA because we see what happens when you get really elite boxers. We've seen what happens with a really elite kickboxer, really elite jiu-jitsu guy or wrestler. We haven't seen a really elite point fighter who learns all those other skills. What MVP is doing is something totally different. Like you can't even touch him. During his media day appearance on Wednesday, MVP weighed in.
I've always thought Joe Rogan's a really smart guy. He knows some stuff, man. Yeah, I do. Like I said, my style is it's a big puzzle simply because there's not many people that come from my style of background within MMA. So finding training partners is next to impossible. The closest person you're gonna find is Wonderboy Thompson. Me and Wonderboy Thompson are cool. Wonderboy Thompson's had people say, "Can you come and think because I'm fighting MVP?" And he's like, "No." And I'm the same. So if they come to me because they're fighting Wonderboy Thompson, no, I want him to win. So it's the same thing. So yeah, it's difficult just simply because there's less of us. Obviously I love my style, but it's just because there's a scarcity, so people don't really truly understand it until they're right in front of us.
While there was some concern among fans that Rogan may retire following the UFC's deal with Paramount, Dana White explained on Pardon My Take that Rogan isn't going anywhere.
Everything's good for Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan has no problems in life whatsoever. Joe Rogan was doing great before the deal. He's going to do just fine after the deal. Listen, Joe Rogan isn't here at the UFC because of the money. He did the first 12 events for free. If Joe didn't have a time problem, he'd even be doing the fight nights. He'd be at the Contender Series tonight.
Heading into his bout with Jared Cannonier on Saturday, MVP also took a shot at the UFC's rankings while speaking with Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson.
It's a very touchy subject where it's more about the politics when it comes to the rankings. So the rankings are like literally bullshit in mixed martial arts. It's like
it's a weird one.
I think.
While MVP's fight with Cannonier is at 185, with a win, MVP may wind up putting himself in a good position to call his shot at a top 5 fighter at 170. UFC updates. Heading into this weekend's UFC 319 event, let's take a look at today's UFC updates, starting with 2 new additions to the card. The event will now play host to a TUF 33 welterweight finale bout between Rodrigo Cezinando and Daniil Donchenko, as well as a TUF 33 flyweight finale between Alibi Idris and Joseph Morales. Next up, we got a change to the UFC Perth card next month. According to Marcel Dorf, Daniel Santos will now collide with Ju Sang Yu after the withdrawal of the Korean Superboy Do Ho Choi. Yu enters the bout fresh off a first-round win on the UFC 316 card, which extended his pro record to 9-0. In other news, UFC veterans Mike Perry and Jeremy Stevens are set to collide on the BKFC 82 card in Newark, New Jersey on October 4th, with Perry looking to build on his 5-0 record in BKFC. while on the flip side, Stevens will look to extend his BKFC record to 4-0. Last but not least, Ben Askren is once again on his way home following a second stint in the hospital. On the heels of footage showing the former Bellator champ walking around the hospital earlier this week, now back at home with his family. He shared a selfie on social media updating fans. Escaped again, hopefully this time it sticks. Aaron Pico sends a warning to Alexander Volkanovski. Leading up to Aaron Pico's UFC debut this coming weekend, Alexander Volkanovski took a seemingly unprovoked shot at the co-headliner, saying during an appearance on Matchroom TV that he would steamroll Pico. As Volk went on to explain, if Pico gets through Lerone Murphy, the two could wind up on a collision course. Because of that, he wants to get the trash talk going sooner rather than later. I'd crumble him in the wrestling department. If he gets me down, I'm straight back up. His best bet is to try and land a big shot. Other than that, I'd mop the floor with him. In response, Pico fired back at Volk during his media day appearance on Wednesday, simply saying that Volk's time is coming.
Well, it would be 5 rounds, so I think I'm gonna land a left hook or a right hand, so I can put him out. I'm the new guy in this organization, and I'm just gonna be up front, and to have his attention, that's a good thing. But I have to take care of Lerone Murphy. That's all I'm focused on. But Volkanovski, has it coming. Yeah, he's not an easy guy to fight, and I'm aware of that. And I look at who he's fought as far as the high-level wrestlers. He's never fought a high-level wrestler like me.
If Pico gets a win on Saturday night, it'll be interesting to see if the UFC gives him an immediate title shot, or has him fight once more to work his way into title contention. Henry Cejudo thinks that the UFC and MMA in general will become the greatest sport in the world with a 7-year deal valued more than the company paying for it in total. Here's what Henry had to say.
Think about it, Kamaru. 7.7 billion, bro. Paramount,
I don't even think about it. I understand.
Paramount is worth 6.9. Like, you wonder what there's something behind that that they're willing to invest into UFC. I mean, Paramount gets it. I do believe that the UFC will become the greatest sport in the world. Like, I didn't believe it at first. Dana always thought it, but man, the trajectory that the sport is going and the amount of countries. I mean, think about it, Kamaru. There is no male American champion in the U.S. Like, when has there not been a champion coming out of the U.S.? What does that tell you, Kamaru? That the world is just worldwide, dude.
Breaking. UFC 319 fight canceled last minute. Just a couple of minutes ago, it was revealed that a UFC 319 fight is off. Diego Ferreira versus King Green is off, according to Diego, after he informed Cole Shelton, a reporter for BJ Penn. As of right now, Diego has no idea why the fight is canceled. He also revealed that he was already at 162 pounds and was on track to making weight at 155 for the lightweight bout. So far, no word from King Green on why this fight was canceled. We have a favor to ask. Help us reach 200,000 subscribers on MMA Zone by subscribing and turning on notifications for daily MMA content. Seriously, we rarely miss a day.